Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another live stream. Finally live again after a very long time. How y'all doing? It's been quite some time. But today we're back in Race Room and we're gonna check out some pretty amazing stuff. First of all, we're gonna have a look at the Porsche RSR, which is currently playable in the Porsche Community Legends competition. That is the one that I have up here on the screen. That's where you can also drive this car right now for free on Spa-Francorchamps. And then maybe we'll have a quick look at the Daytona as well, which is going to come out quite soon. Same as the car, they're both coming out very soon. And yeah, should be fun. Hello Felthead, Cruz, Thomas, Racing Psycho, Homie, Happy, everybody, Barbecue Man. Sorry. Yeah, so how y'all doing? I hope you're doing fine. Still in quarantine, I assume. But hopefully not for too much longer. Hello Une. Might have a look, yeah. Unless JF tells me I cannot do it, but I'm pretty sure I can show it to you guys. Because it is coming out pretty soon. Daytona. Just a few tweaks we have to do to get it through approval and then it should be good to go. So it won't be long until it's out. But the Porsche, you can drive it already in the Porsche Community Legends competition. Hey Brian, Fluffy, Fred, how's it going? Jeff said it's okay. Yeah, alright, perfect. Yeah, so we're gonna do a couple of things, like I said. First of all, we're gonna enter this competition, see how well we can do. There's quite a few people on it already, I think. I don't have a setup for the car. I haven't driven it too much yet, to be honest with you, so we'll see how it goes. But mostly I just want to show you the car. Hey Felipe, evening John. And yeah, when we're sick of hot lapping on Spa, we're gonna head over to Daytona. I'm gonna have to switch over to the beta build to show you this. And I would say we finish off the evening with some ranked multiplayer racing. Hey Sebastian, thank you, new member, welcome, thank you very much. Alright, let's do this. How do you like my new graphics? Made a new transition. Alright, let's have a look at the leaderboard. See how many people we have on here yet. That is not my band name, no, that is a skateboarding brand. Anti-Hero. Hey David, hey Play Games, hey Voyjas. Thanks for the membership, really appreciate that. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. I know it's been a while since I've been live the last time. I was just too busy with work and everything and didn't have much motivation to go live afterwards. If you're dealing the whole day with sim racing and race room, then in the evening sometimes you want to do something else. But that's besides the point. Let's see, 580 drivers on this leaderboard so far. It has started today actually. Davide Toccacelli in pole position, followed by Simone Puglisi. 2 Italians at the top. That's amazing. This Porsche Community Legends competition, by the way guys, there will be real drivers and YouTubers, and from the top 100 drivers of this competition, 5 will be selected at random to participate in the multiplayer races, who will be live streamed on the Porsche channel. So that's awesome. Last round was with the... What was it last round? They already had a round. Was it the 964 they drove last time? I think so. This time it will be the RSR. But let's get this going. As you can see, we have all the real-life liveries that exist for this car. This is the new 2019 model with the side pipes. So there hasn't been too many races with this car yet, actually only 2. There was Silverstone in the WEC and there was Daytona in the IMSA series. And we have all those liveries in the game, even some test liveries and a show livery. Maybe if Porsche adds some more new liveries on the car in the future, we will add those to the game as well. I'm gonna pick the 911 from the IMSA series. I think it's the best looking one, although they all look pretty similar, but looking really, really good. Hey Olaf, do I know when the 964s will be released to the top 500? No, I don't know actually, but all the competition rules are on the portal, on the competition page. How big are the chances to get more GTEs? I don't know, I would say cross our fingers. I have my fingers crossed. We definitely need more cars in this class. Otherwise it's gonna be a little bit boring, but you gotta start somewhere, right? And I think the Porsche is definitely a good place to start. Let's see, can you even change the setup in this competition? No, doesn't look like you can. It's default setup, fixed setup. That is good. Then we don't have to fiddle with the setup. Okay, starting the lap in Spa-Francorchamps. I'm gonna start off taking it a bit easy. And then start pushing a couple laps in. See what we can do. And guys, I hope you can hear the game loud enough, because this car is sounding absolutely brilliant. Doesn't quite have the sound of the 2018 or 17 model. That one was incredibly loud. This one is a little bit more tame, but nonetheless it sounds absolutely fantastic. I missed that entry. You have to definitely lift and downshift here through a Rouge. I don't know if it has a new wheel over the 2017 version. Probably some minor changes. But it has the display on the wheel, as you can see. That's why I have the wheel enabled in the game. Usually I would disable it, but if you disable it, it looks a bit empty in the cockpit. No data display. But it is a sexy wheel. But I think what Porsche did with this car was to trim everything down to the essentials, especially on the steering wheel. So you have less distractions while racing, less buttons to push. You can focus purely on the driving, which is really, really essential in an endurance car. So this car does not have ABS, so you have to be a little bit careful on the brakes. It does, however, have traction control. Is this flat? Yeah, this is flat. Oh, Rouge is flat. Wow, okay. Then I have to get closer to the limit. This one is easy flat. 267 top speed here. The cars are not that much faster on the straights in top speed compared to the GT3 cars, but obviously quite a bit more downforce. See how much traction control is good. Probably a little less than step 1. I'm gonna try with step 3. Oh yes, it is flat. Wouldn't have thought. I wouldn't have thought. Maybe it was cold tires. Although on the leaderboard challenge, I believe you always have warm tires. I hope the stream is running okay for everybody. I'm running ultra low latency for better interaction with the chat. So if you don't have the best connection, maybe just scale down to 720p. Lock the brakes. Still trying to read the chat and not push too hard yet. But at some point I'm gonna have to focus a little bit and see how fast we can actually go here. Don't go wide here. Let's see. 263 at the moment, that's not good. Definitely have to improve. Let's see if we can get into the top 50. That would be a nice goal. Oh, I braked a bit too late and locked the brakes. Last half a second there, if not more. Yeah, I'm probably going to do ranked multiplayer racing later. So you guys can join as well if you want. Yeah, what can you do with one GTE car? You can do multi-class racing against GT3 cars. That is probably my go-to mode. But hopefully we will be able to give you guys more cars in the future. We're getting somewhere. There's still lots of room for improvement. Maybe a little bit more traction control. Get a 213. Wow, I'm far away from that. But these are literally my first laps here. But let's see where we can go. I don't want to spend too much time here hot lapping today on live stream, because obviously we want to do some more interesting things later on, like checking out Daytona, for example. I'm sure you guys will appreciate having a preview of the track. And then finish off with some ranked multiplayer racing. Daytona. How does the car feel? It feels great. The only thing is it has no ABS. So it's quite easy to lock the brakes, so you have to be a little bit careful there. But otherwise, it feels great. Very tight. Lots of grip. Sound is just fantastic. I don't know if I can find another second. Definitely with a lot more laps, definitely, but as I said, we want to move on to more exciting things than hot lapping in this stream. Small lock in the front. Okay, now I'm gonna focus one lap like really hard, not reading the chat. A couple of corners that I haven't got right yet. Not quite on the limit here. So you can push harder through that one as well. That one was pretty good. Double shift. I think my wheel has an issue with the double shifts. I can actually resolve that by going into the control settings, advanced settings, and double shift prevention. We increase that one. Let's put it to 0.2. Try a little less traction control. Oh, missed that entry. So I'm gonna try again one more time. If I don't do 13, you unsubscribe. It's just a matter of time, you know. I could spend here like an hour or so, and that will definitely improve my lap time. But that's not the goal of today. But we're not far off of a 213. Ooh, that is too little traction control. Hey Alex. Need to get past the ghost, it's distracting. Oh. Let's remove the ghost. There we go. I'll give it a few more tries, guys, and then we'll go to Daytona. Also, let me remove the TV tower. We don't need that in this mode. Alright, focus on a quick lap here. Missed the exit here already. bit low steer on the exit. Hard over the curves here. And Eau Rouge. Yeah, it's ready on actually. I know. Got a bit unstable there over the curves. I need more traction control. Step 2 seems to work for me. Got a purple first sector. Very early on the throttle here. Two tenths, we can improve 2 tenths. Somewhere. Somewhere we'll find that time. Lock the brakes again. What can we do? We can remove the brake balance a little bit to the rear and try again. Update on Zandvoort. It's currently not in the plan, but who knows? But not sure if the new layout is an improvement, to be honest. Lock the rear going in here. Can do this better if we want to improve. Yeah, I saw R-Factor came out with a video of the track, and was the track released, yeah? Brake balance change didn't really work here in this corner, but it should be good in other corners. Hopefully. That inside curb makes the car quite unstable. Alright, that was good. Lost a little bit there. Actually 60 might not be so bad. Just need to modulate the brake a little bit more. And a really good bust up. Locked the brakes a bit too much. I didn't hit chicane too well. But we're getting there, we're getting there. Can you change the brake strength? I don't think you can. It is fixed setup. Where is that? Oh, you can. Maybe let's try 95. Hello Pandoku. Everybody who's tuning in now, welcome to the stream. I'm just gonna do a few more laps here on Spa, trying to get in the 213s, and then we'll go to Daytona, and after that we will do some ranked multiplayer racing. Almost lost 1/10 here already. Good move through Eau Rouge and Radiondo. Avoid the curb on the inside here as much as we can. That was pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Turn in understeer. I think the brake pressure change was a really good tip. Might go down to 90% even. Yeah, again lock the brakes. Let's go down even further to 90% brake pressure. And try one more time. Apexes and braking points. It's not so much the car understeering, it's me locking the brakes, which is inducing understeer. That was alright. Missed the shift. Missed the apex. But still alright so far. Hit that curb well, we can actually gain some time here. Oh no! Shifted down too hastily. Okay, a few more laps guys and then we'll go Daytona. I really want that 213 though. car, and the track will come out very soon. Can't tell you a date yet. And I should really stop reading the chat when trying to hard lap. Okay, this is the one, guys. Went very far out. Missed, yeah. Not the greatest exit, to be honest. Come on. I'm last. Crazy. That wasn't fast though. Let's see if we can salvage something from this lap. I don't know why it shows me purple sectors when I'm behind, but tried traction control step 3 again. Well, that worked at least in turn 1. Evening, Tim. Come on, come on. This is the one. Lost a little bit here. Sketchy. Sketchy. But yeah, traction control step 3 is definitely faster. Come on, that's a true 13. That's it. Can definitely go even faster, obviously. Whew. Let's see, can we have a look at the replay? Oh boy. I don't know how quick the quickest guys are, but man, they are quick. So yeah, I recommend reducing the brake pressure a little bit and the traction control if you want to be really fast. 2.2, 0.02 behind you. I will try to improve at some point, but we're not gonna do that on live stream because you know, hot lapping. It's a lot of lots of tries until you get it right. What a beauty that car is, though. And how gorgeous it sounds. But yeah, in a second we'll hop over to Daytona. I'm gonna switch to the beta build. I'm gonna show you the track. Daytona International Speedway, coming out very soon. I'm guessing we're going to release the car and the track same day. When that is, I cannot tell you yet, because I don't know, but it shouldn't be long. If not next week, then the week after, is my guess. So it shouldn't be very long indeed, but the car, you can drive it already in the Porsche Community Legends competition here on Spa. Let me know how you're doing. It's a tough one. There are some quick guys in this competition. I'm sweating already after like, what, 10 laps? I don't think we have ever communicated a release date for these, have we? But there's been a small delay with getting the track approved. Nothing big, just a few, you know, advertising banners that had to be changed. Very minor stuff that should be really, really quick to change. And then it should be ready for release. Force feedback settings. I don't know if there's a link in the description for those. I think there is. But they are not much different from the default settings for the Thrustmaster TS-PC Racer. Alright. I can actually show you real quick if you want. So an intensity on 100%. 0 smoothing, 0 spring, 15% damper. That's a matter of personal preference. You don't have to use damper if you don't want to. Steering force intensity, I've reduced that quite a bit because some cars have quite high force feedback, and even with reducing the force feedback multiplier you can't get it low enough. So I always balance this with the FFB multiplier. 2% minimum force, 25% understeer, 60 vertical for the lateral, steering rack 30, do not go higher than 30 on the steering rack. And then the slip effects, etc., that's pretty much personal preference as well. Alright, with that said, I'm gonna switch over to the beta build and we're gonna have a small practice session on Daytona. Let's see, what's the fastest lap? 12.8. Well, not that far away then. 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. But probably doable. But I'll leave you guys to that. As I'm changing to the beta build. There'll be a small download. Hopefully that will not mess with the live stream. Daytona, baby. been a long time in the works. It's an awesome track. Some people don't like it. I do like it a lot. It's a very unique track. Very classic track with, you know, big 24-hour races and whatnot. So, download is finished. We're gonna launch the beta build now. How you get to be a beta tester? Well, you need to have a lot of time and you need to be super dedicated. You need to be a little bit tech savvy. And then you can contact us on Discord, on the Race from Discord. Just write JF, but you know, it depends. Sometimes we need beta testers, sometimes we have enough. Let's see here. I'm gonna choose a opponents preset that I made with a bunch of GT3 cars and the GTE car. We'll have the time multiplier at 15 and we'll just run a qualifying session. We're not gonna actually do a race. So we're just gonna drive a little bit in traffic on the Daytona International Speedway road course. You can actually see here Daytona. We have 3 layouts. I don't know if we will release all of them. I think we will, but if we don't, then don't blame me. But we're gonna race on the road course, obviously. Yes, we're ready to go. I turn fuel use off so that AI is driving and not pitting all the time. At Daytona prototypes, I could do that. It will be from a different era, obviously. Those Daytona prototypes are old, very old, almost 10 years old. So this track was made by Alex Humler, our track artist, with a little bit of help of our new track artist, Manuel, and it's looking absolutely astonishing, as you will see in a second. I think you're all familiar with the track. It's a Roval. It's an oval mixed with a road circuit, infield, huge grandstands, world center of racing, lots of details on this track everywhere. Unfortunately, you don't see it so much when driving, but hopefully my trailer will be out soon, so you will get to see all the details around in the paddock and everything. What I will do is I will wait until the first RSR gets out. Well, maybe not this one, but there should be another one. And then I will try and chase it through the traffic a little bit for you. As the time progresses with the multiplier at 15, we're starting here in the morning and we'll probably race a little bit into the afternoon. The Porsche is in the GTE class. That's the real-life class. It races in GTE and GTLM, but it's basically the same class. There's one coming. We're gonna try and chase that car. Let's go. The AI is set to 107%, which should be fairly quick, but through the traffic, the AI will always lose a little bit of time. Hopefully we'll have a nice chase here. So, pit exit. Don't cross the line. Oh, and actually, I wanted to get rid of these and enable the tower without losing too much time here. There we go. I'm not familiar with the corner names, so unfortunately I cannot really talk you through the lap, but this is the section where we join the oval for the first time. It's got a lot of banking. I'm not entirely sure of the degrees of the banking, but it's steep. Now there's the bus stop chicane coming up, but I think I'll just cut it so we can close the gap again to the guy in front. I don't think we're gonna add the old version of the car now. We have licensed this version. I don't know if the license covers all the models of this car. I'm not sure about it. But I don't think there is any other game mods excluded that feature this car in any other sim. So it's pretty awesome that we have it here, this new model with the side pipes. Got a little bit slurry there. Mamma mia, lock the brakes. I think I'm gonna have to default again down to 90% brake pressure. So this corner is flat. Then we have another slow corner, second gear. And we're going on to the oval again. Man, the AI is quick. At 100 and, what was it, 105, 107%? So now for the first time we will actually run through the bus stop chicane and not cheat. Go in fourth gear, down to third, and on the power. You have to run over the curbs quite hard. I missed the exit a little bit, went a little bit over the grass. It's not what you should do usually. I can show you the setup of the RSR, sure. As always, don't forget this is a beta build, so some things might still change, but I think 99% of this is what you get. Wow, the brakes are very touchy. Got the beautiful Ferris wheel here on the left. It's even got some neon lights on it. Unfortunately, it doesn't really get night in race room. Only gets to sunset, but it sure is looking great. There you can see in the infield all the camper vans, all the mobile homes of the fans, very typical for US racing. Palm trees on the right, Suzuka sign. I would almost say this is the best looking Daytona version out there. Again, there is mods, Forza Corsa, not the best looking track. Obviously it's got all the night lights and stuff like that, which again we don't have night in the race room, but from a pure art perspective I think it's very, very well modeled here in race room. And the AI is actually doing a pretty decent job as well. Is he gonna go around them on the outside? Yes, he is. He's having a look. Again, those huge grandstands. Pit lane is here on the left. I missed the entry for that one. But we're gonna chase down here. Who is this driver? Gian Maria Bruni. Quite tricky here, this braking zone for turn 1. You have to turn while braking. Slow second gear corner, but you have to be early in the throttle. You can run wide here over the curb, a little bit onto the runoff area. And this fast kink again. Yeah, looking good, looking good. It is not laser scanned as far as I know, but it might as well be. I mean, it is super accurate. Maybe if I have the time, I can make a sim versus reality comparison video. That would be quite interesting, I think. I just need a good video to compare it to. Man, that AI is quick. Super hard to see the entry here on the bus stop. That was a bit too fast on the entry. Have to run a little bit over the grass. American flags waving everywhere. Let's see, when the guy in front of me, when Bruni runs into traffic, I will be able to catch up a little bit again. Got the flagman here on the right, up in his, what would you call that? Flag stand? I'm actually not too sure how the iRacing version of Daytona looks. I would assume it's quite an old track. I don't know if they have ever updated it. But I'm really happy with how this version turned out. As always, Alex doing brilliant work with all the tracks. Throwing it a bit too much into the corner here. They have rescanned it. That could be. Got huge billboards here on the right. There's actually a little lake in the center of the track. I don't know if you could call it a lake, pond maybe. Well, it's gonna be fantastic for some endurance racing. Obviously, you can run the GTE cars together with GT3 cars. You could throw some prototypes into the mix. We have the old Daytona prototype. We have some other LMP2 cars. You could even add some GT4. I mean, the GT4s are actually racing here with the TCR cars. In the, what is it called? Michelin Pilot Challenge, something like that. Yeah, I'm actually not sure about the track limits in the chicane. I haven't done any hot lapping or qualifyings here yet. But usually the rule applies. 2 tires on the track. Curbs are part of the track. Man, this Gianmaria Bruni is just checking out. He's leaving me behind here. I'm a second slower than the other GTE cars, the AI. GT3 and GT2, yeah, also a good idea. GT2s are not that much faster than the GT3s though. The GTEs are definitely much faster than the GT2s. I was thinking maybe you could even mix, if you drive a GTE and you just increase the AI difficulty to 120 or something, maybe you could drive against the GT2s with the GTE. Wouldn't be such a bad mix. Old BMW GT2 Corvettes. Yeah, I'm looking forward for when we will make a special event here, multiplayer official race room special event. I wonder what classes should we pick? Definitely GTE and GT3, but maybe even at Daytona prototypes. Could be interesting. It's a class that not many people drive these days, because it's very old, of course. But it could make for a nice multi-class racing. So you see, the lighting has changed, the daytime has progressed. We're gonna race a few more laps, so we will get the nice afternoon sun. Finally nailed this chicane. So hard to see the entry. Obviously very flat in the center of this track. Banked on the outside and flat in the center. Updated Daytona prototypes? You mean new models, right? Yeah, that would be nice. I would agree. Or even some more up-to-date LMP2 cars. To be honest, even if it's not realistic, but GTE, GT3 and GT4 would probably be very fun as well. Lots of room here to dive on the inside. Oh wow, he was keeping it on the outside here. This is another instant livery on this Porsche GT3 I have. Hey, what you doing, mate? Okay, we'll do a few more laps. And then I'm gonna change back to the live build and we're gonna do some multiplayer racing. What's happening here? My phone is I think I triggered the Google assistant. Happens sometimes. It's giving me directions. I haven't asked for that. Oops. So in terms of AI, I think this track can hold up to 80 opponents, or 79, something like that. You can have big grids in your offline races. Obviously the AI is always struggling a little bit with huge grids, so don't go too crazy. I think 40 is a pretty good number. 80 NSUs. Actually, we should check out the oval as well, shouldn't we? I cannot guarantee you that the oval layout will be released. There has been some hesitation, but I think we got it to a point where the AI is driving it well, and I think we should release it. But no guarantees on that one, guys. Oval with Indy cars. You know, the Formula race from the US is obviously a road specification, but nonetheless it should be quite interesting. I was thinking the closest thing we have in NASCAR in a race room would be a grid of Camaro GT3 cars. It's very, very American, almost NASCAR type car. I love this Turner Motorsport BMW, yellow and blue ahead of me. It's another very beautiful IMSA livery. Always locking the brakes a little bit. You have to be really, really careful with the brake. scared me. Ford Mustangs. Well, any car, any American car in a cup grid should be pretty fun on the oval. I think in the Formula Racing US the oval is flat, like completely flat. But of course the important thing with ovals, with oval racing, is are the slipstream tactics. It's like a game of chess. Okay, we're gonna finish this lap, then we'll have a quick look into the TV camera to marvel at the track and the car for a little bit more. Then a short sesh on the oval with the FR US, and then I think we're gonna head over and do some ranked multiplayer racing. But yeah guys, I hope you like what you see. I think the track is looking fantastic. Love the car, and I'm sure you will do so as well. Trying to catch Rooney ahead of me. Interesting line here in turning into this corner. It's super wide at the entry, but you have to turn in quite late. You hit the apex well. Glad you like it, Happy. Sunlight is just to change a little bit here for an afternoon sky. One of the best looking times of day in my opinion in racer. Close to golden hour. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see some endurance racing, multi-class on this circuit. But not only big races, you can probably also have some fun, sprint races. Like in smaller touring cars and whatnot. Okay, let's have a little look at the replay camera. I hope you guys can hear the sound of the car well. Crank it up. There are some marbles, as you can see here, right here. They're not 3D though. But you do have less grip on surfaces like that in the game, in the sim. Why do the cars push over the front wheels? You're talking about this car in particular or in general? I would say you're just probably overdriving the car, so you need to be a little bit slower in and faster out of the corner. When Ferrari? I don't know, mate. Hopefully sometime. I hope that more GTE cars will come as well, yeah. I cannot promise that, but they are definitely on our radar. We would all love to have more GTE cars. And I mean, what cars are there at the moment? There's the Ferrari, which is gonna be difficult for us to get. They're just too expensive to get the license, unless some miracle happens. I think the most likely could be the BMW. Again, we're not working on it at this point, but who knows? I also really like this TV camera has a little bit of lag. It's like looking a little bit more realistic. It's quite nice. Then you have the Corvette, the new Corvette. That could also be an interesting car. Although in my opinion, it looks too much like a Ferrari. I prefer the old Corvette over the new one. And the Ford, they are not racing anymore. Ford has stopped their GTE program. I think it's only Porsche, BMW, Ferrari, and then there's Aston Martin in the WEC. That's a nice looking car as well, but also Aston Martin is an expensive license. So, can just keep our fingers crossed, guys. I'm hoping for the M8 personally. I really like that car. It's the old Corvettes. Yeah, we already have a Corvette in GT2, but it would need some balancing to be competitive against the GTE cars. Pretty. Yeah, the C7R is also looking very nice. We have a C7 in GT3, but not in GTE. Yeah, the Ford GTE is a great looking car and a great interpretation of an old car. Obviously the old classic Ford GT. What's it called? Ford GT40? Or whichever name it was. It was a Ford GT that won Le Mans in the 60s. Did it actually win? I think it did. If we were to make a C7 in GTE, I don't think we would need to convert the old model. We would probably make a new model. But love this Porsche, love the Porsche. You guys can drive it as well, of course, in case you didn't know, in the Porsche Community Legends competition. That is live now. If you go in the game and go to the competition page, you can drive it. Let's see if we can find the roof camera. Yes, there we go. Really like that camera. Driver swap, yeah, I mean, we would all love that, I'm sure, but that is gonna be complicated to implement, but maybe, hopefully, at some point. It's definitely something we want to do, but there's many things we want to do. But, yeah, I mean, even if it takes some time, sometimes, but you have seen that Raceroom has progressed steadily and continuously over the past years, and they will certainly continue to do so in the next few years. There's a bunch of things that we would all love to have in Raceroom, but we're gonna have to be patient. I would agree, Happy, I would agree. The driver swap definitely on my personal wish list, one of the top items, if not the highest item. But you need a good understanding of the netcode for that. But it's not impossible. Keep your fingers crossed. Keep bugging JF on Discord about it. And when we have the resources, it's definitely something we want to do. What's nice about driver swap? Well, you can do endurance racing, right? I mean, you can do endurance racing by yourself, but anything more than 3 hours is really, really hardcore if you're driving by yourself. But 6-hour races, 12-hour races, 24-hour races is certainly super, super interesting. Yeah, let's go on the oval. Why not? I guess we're gonna do a race session then. Let's find a car. And where is it? Here it is. Hang on, clear that. Add those. Apply. Not sure about the difficulty. I haven't tested this. Shall we stick with 107? Starting in the back of the grid. We're not gonna do quali. We're gonna do a short, let's say, 10 minutes race. Rolling start. That is obviously very important on this track. And we don't need anything else. Hang on, we're gonna do this in the afternoon. We don't need time multiplier for this. Let's go. Happy you didn't see anything. Always consider this is a beta build. What you see here is not necessarily what you get. Alright, jumping straight into the race, I guess. Skip the quali session. Actually, I should have tried at least one lap. That's what can we do here with the setup? Reduce the downforce in the rear. Make the gear ratio a little bit longer. And that should be pretty much good to go. I think we're can even reduce the wing more. Hopefully. Let's not go too crazy. Wing 6. Hopefully that will do. Oh, I haven't changed the track. Oh, that's right. Then I'll have to do that. Oval. It says not supported here. That's why I'm a bit hesitated to tell you guys that it will actually be released. But I think we were on a good way in the beta tests with the AI and everything, so it should be there, hopefully. Which headset am I using? This is a Sennheiser Arctic series, I believe, is what it was called. The oval, you get 2 layouts? Are there 2 different ovals? Both directions, you mean? It is a tri-oval, so there's 3 corners, but there's only one direction. Okay, hang on. Let's try this car setup. There's 2 road versions, yeah. The moto style and the normal road course. Where do you actually join this track? Wow, this full feedback is super intense. I need to lower the multiplier, I think, a little bit. Although this feels quite good. This is where you join the track. Ooh, I can feel the yellow lines in the full feedback. That is amazing. What's my speed? 305. No, that is not good. We need more top speed. Is my gear ratio too high or is my wing too high? Probably both. But if I change my setup too much, then the AI will have no chance against me. But this is all about slipstreaming here, because it literally is flat out through the entire course. Oh, the car is scratching on the ground. I think we can increase the ride height a little bit, and hopefully that helps. Let's see. I'm gonna go lowest wing possible, front and rear, I think. And let's change the ride height, rear and front. And I don't know about the ratio. Is it too long? I guess we'll find out. Let's try. Hello. The turbo lag in these cars. They also have push to pass as well. Can we use that here in qualifying? I don't think so. So top speed 310. Yeah, car is definitely less scraping on the ground now. That is good. I think my setup might be too good for the AI. Look at this. I could probably just increase the difficulty. But let's see how it goes in the race. 316 kilometers per hour. I bet the actual oval version of the IndyCar is going much quicker than that. I don't know much, but definitely 20 to 30k faster, I would assume. To be honest, I could see some pretty interesting multiplayer racing on the ovals as well. I mean, in the car like this, it's literally flat out all the time. There's no need to lift anywhere. 223 kilometers per hour. But the interesting thing will be the slipstreams, right? Just the same as in real life. It's all about being in the right place at the right time. Plans to increase the server player limit. The netcode just doesn't support more than 35, 36 cars at the moment. But I would also love to have bigger grids as well. That is another thing that it would be very high on my wish list. Hey Billy, sweet, the oval too. Yeah, I don't know how many cars we have that fit on the oval, but why not? Why not, right? I mean, we have the Formula Race from US, and that's pretty much it. But I mean, you can race all sorts of cars. Like I said, GT3 Camaro in a cup, a grid of 30 Camaros. It's probably the closest thing you can get to NASCAR in the race room. But just for these FR US cars, I think it's worth it already. Woo! Driving slalom through the AI. I think I would need to increase the difficulty. Look, I'm going 2 seconds faster per lap. You know what? Let's save this setup and increase the difficulty, and then we'll do a race. Oval. There we go. Okay. AI was at 107. Let's go full out. 120 might be too much. Let's try 115. And then we'll skip quali, go directly into the race. Let's make it 15 minutes. Group 5 Corvette, yeah. That would be another one for the oval. What time is it now? 8 o'clock. After this race we will do some ranked multiplayer racing, guys. Should be fun. It's been a while since I've been doing some multiplayer racing. Let's see, load the setup. Is it loaded already? I think it is. No, now I reset the default. Where did my setup go? Strange. Well, this is the beta build, but we'll just quickly do the same thing again. Increase the ride height, lower the the wing. Same in the rear, and go high on the gear ratio. Hopefully, I should have enough fuel. Actually, fuel is off. I forgot. Right. Rolling start is set. Let's do this. Oh, I wanted to start at the back of the grid. But let's see what happens here. I think my setup is too good. The AI is not really using the low downforce setups. That is maybe one thing to note down and improve in the future. Let's do the following. We're gonna restart this real quick and set the AI difficulty to 120. Enable quali and we will skip it, so we start at the back. And then, yeah. Hey Moritz, you're digging the dubstep. Again, I don't have much choice with music in the live streams because obviously can't play copyright music, but I think I like it. I like some dubstep. Do people still listen to that? Okay, we're gonna go do the same thing again real quick with the setup. Increase ride height, reduce wing. Same in the rear. Gear ratio, and that's it. Let's try and save it one more time. I don't know why it didn't save before. Maybe I needed to give it a description. Save. Right. Okay, ending the quali, so we should be at the back now. I could put more wing on to make it more interesting. You're right. Let's see. Yeah, we have the AI at 120 now, but yeah. Where's my wing here? Let's put it to something like that. And if we're still too quick, we can increase it even more. Dance for you. You don't want to see my dance moves. Gangsters don't dance. Eric, where would you need to update the game? If there's an update, always update. It updates automatically. I know, Jadia, he has the moves, I don't have the dancing moves. Alrighty. Oh. Enable spotter.
Okay, I'll spot you.
There's Billy spotting me. Great to have that feature already built into the crew chief.
Easy, car on your left. Clear left.
Whoa,
Left side.
here.
Still there. All clear on the left.
Stay in the slipstream. Wow, what's
Car
going
on
on
your
here?
left.
Whoa!
In the middle, 3 wide.
It is very important to not
Still
lose
there.
touch with
You're
the guys
clear
in
left.
front.
You're clear.
Once you're out of the slipstream, it's over. That's another
On
thing.
your left.
We would need some,
Hold your
you know,
line.
cautions. Full course yellows and
Easy.
stuff like that.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear
But,
on the left
you know,
side.
we only have one oval in the game, so I don't know how much sense it makes to develop features, particularly for oval style racing. Of course, if you do multiplayer, you can have your own safety car, cautions. You can have a pace car driver, like a real driver. I think that would probably be the best if you're planning to do multiplayer ovals. The only question is, when would you actually throw a caution in a multiplayer race?
Car on your left.
Like,
Clear left.
you could have a
left
competition
side.
caution
Clear on the
every
left side.
20 laps. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Car on your left. Careful, still there.
Or you throw a caution if there is
Careful,
a crash.
still there.
But
All clear on the left. Careful, car on your left.
yeah,
Clear left.
that would definitely be a thing to do as well. Yeah, the AI is running too much downforce.
Car on your right.
Whoa,
Clear
that
on
was
your right.
a close one.
Car right. Hold your line. All clear on the right. On your right.
Anderson in
Hold your
P1
line.
is
Clear
checking
right.
out. Let's see. I think definitely with my setup I can definitely close any gap here. I don't have tire wear enabled, by the way, guys. I forgot to enable it. We had it disabled for the practice session earlier. Same with fuel. Oof, don't do that. Oy, oy,
On
oy.
your left. You're clear left. Car on your
Wow.
right. Clear on your right. Easy, car on your left. Easy, hold your line. Clear left.
I've done some early beta testing when the AI wasn't really tuned for this track yet on the oval layout, and that was quite messy. So seeing the AI, how it is driving now, I'm actually quite happy. It is actually fairly decent. I mean, obviously games that have a specialization on ovals, they will always do a much better job. We are definitely a road racing sim in the race room.
Car right.
But you know, it would
They're
be
on
the
your
first
right.
oval if it releases. I'm repeating. I
side.
cannot guarantee that we will release the oval layout.
Still
because
there.
there was some doubts about that.
Still there.
But again, I think
Still
we
there.
reached the point where I think we should just release it.
Still
even
there.
if it is not.
All clear on the left.
It doesn't have all the bells and whistles that you would need for oval racing, but it should definitely be good for some multiplayer fun and even some single player fun. You just have to be a little bit creative in tuning the AI. Like, I would probably have to reduce or increase my downforce even more to balance myself with the AI. But look, AI guy behind me is actually catching up a little bit in the slipstream. I just want to see if I can catch the leader now. Yeah, I think we should definitely release it. Man, this is great. I even have time to read the chat driving in the oval. Obviously, driving in multiplayer in the pack, it's gonna be a different story, but look, the AI behind me is definitely staying with me. Let's see if I can catch the leader. We're not that far off with balance. AI at 120% and the wing at 10. If I would use wing 15, 20, I think we could have a pretty decent race. The only problem is if somebody checks out in the front, there's no way to close the gap. At least in these cars, because it literally is flat out all the way through. But I'm just about to pass this guy.
Careful,
And
car
at
on
this
your right.
point,
All clear on
the
the
race
right.
is pretty much over. So, shall we try one more time with a little setup tweak? See if we can get an even better race going. I could have just restarted. Yeah. I could enable tire wear though while we're here and fuel. GT3 cars in the oval. I don't know. Let's try a quick race here again. And then I think we're just going to do some ranked multiplayer races. No. Oh. Wanted to change the setup. What if I go just default setup? Default setup. Yeah, let's try that. Make sure we have a little bit of fuel on board though. 7 liters should be enough for a while. FR6, FRX17 in the oval. That's a crazy combo. Alright, here he goes. This should be much more difficult now. Oh, I should have changed at least the ride height, because the scraping on the floor is not very nice. There we go. Wow. I need to lower the FFB multi, it's super strong, the FFB here. Am I gonna reach the rev limiter? Hopefully not. I don't think so, no. I need to stay in the slipstream of somebody, otherwise I'm screwed. It's easy here in the mid pack, but if somebody checks out in the front, he'll be gone. Close. Enable spotter.
Oh, so now you want me to spot you on your right.
Yes, I do.
Hold your line. Clear right. Car on your left. Hold your line.
Ooh, this is
Hold your line in the middle. Clear
millimeter
left.
work here. Awesome stuff.
On your right.
See when you're out of the slipstream,
Careful, still there. All clear.
there's nothing to be won. This is very, very tactics-driven racing.
All right.
I have to admit, personally, I'm not a big
Easy.
fan of
Hold your line.
oval racing in real life.
Careful,
I
still
hardly
there.
follow any NASCAR races, and
Easy. Hold your line.
I do watch the Indy 500, obviously.
Hold your line.
Daytona
Clear on
500,
your right.
the big races I do follow. But I'm not a
Car on your
specialist.
left.
I don't know much about
Still there.
IndyCar and
Clear on the
NASCAR.
left side.
But honestly,
your
this
right.
is quite fun. I'm pretty sure you
Hold
will
your
enjoy
line.
this as well. Even though
Still
road course
there.
is where it's at, obviously.
Hold your line.
But as an added bonus, I think it's quite nice to have
Careful,
the
still
oval.
there.
Wow, tires
Still
crunching.
there.
Come on, I need
Hold your
that
line.
slipstream.
All clear
Whoops.
on the right.
Should have waited for the clear on the right. We do have push to pass here. That could actually help us out if we lose touch with the group in front. Am I still in the slipstream? Are we closing the gap? I don't think we are. Maybe with a slightly better line. Come on, let's use push to pass. But we're already almost hitting the limiter. The AI isn't even losing much time battling with each other. Because it is literally flat out. Obviously here with the high downforce configuration of the car. I don't know if the Indy spec car in real life drives everything flat out. Probably not in the pack at least, when going 3 wide and such. I think we're closing the gap a little bit here. That is not a line a driver would take in real life. They are going over the yellow line. Like the guy in front of me just did, but look, we're closing the gap. Let's see, can we go on the inside here?
All right. Easy, hold your line. Still there. Hold your line.
Give me that sweet slipstream.
Hold your line, clear right.
Car was coming back behind me. Well, this is something different for sure, guys. First oval in race room, if it's getting published, which I think it will be.
Left side, clear left.
It's gonna be for sure interesting in multiplayer. Looking forward to seeing some
Car on your left.
oval multiplayer races.
Still there. You're clear
Maybe
left.
with a
Car on your left. You're clear left.
person as a pace car driver or a safety car driver. That would be fantastic. That's probably the way to go. Otherwise it could be quite boring, although
Left
it would
side.
also be quite interesting
Clear on the left side.
with the slipstream tactics. Man, actually I'm really enjoying this here. I'm gonna say that the AI is actually doing a half decent job here.
Car on your right. Easy, hold your line.
Ooh, that was a very small
Still
lift
there.
from my side here.
Careful, still there.
Oh, he's got the slipstream on the outside.
Careful, still there.
He's not using it
Easy, hold your line.
to perfection though.
Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line.
Ooh, nice side-by-side action here.
Hold your line.
He's pushing me a little bit.
Careful, still there. Clear on your right. Careful, car on your right. Still there. Still there. Clear on
Yeah.
your right.
When will they
Clear
be
right.
released?
on your
Very
right.
soon, guys. As soon as we did the last few small changes to get it through approval. There are some issues with these ad boards here. There are some sponsors on it with outdated logos and stuff like that. Very easy changes. Once we fixed those and I redid the trailer, it will be ready for release. So it should only be a matter of days, guys, until it's out. maybe if not next week, then the week after. That's my estimate at this point. Of course, there can always be a change of plans. There can always be more complications, but I hope not.
Car on your right. Hold your line.
This is actually
Easy.
quite an
Hold your
interesting
line.
race here. When I used to push the
Airpin's
pass
still
here
there.
because
Clear on
I
your
need
right.
to catch up to the guys in front. I don't think I would be able to do that without push to pass here, unless they involve themselves in some battles, as the AI did before actually. So could be even possible without the push to pass. How many minutes left? 6, 7 minutes. We're gonna do some multiplayer racing after this, guys. I'm not sure which servers are online right now in the ranked multiplayer, but I'm sure we will find something interesting. Hopefully a full server as well. So feel free to join me in about 15 minutes when we go into multiplayer. Really surprised. This is actually turning out to be quite a decent, semi-realistic race here.
All clear on the right.
Not bad for the first oval in race room. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate that. Hey, just the first AI pitting. Not sure why they would pit. Tires are good. Fuel should be plenty. Very interesting. Let's see if more AI will pit. How's my tires?
Your tires are fine, mate. Just push.
There we go. Catching the leaders. I'm in the slipstream of this yellow car. Front right is getting quite hot. There's another AI pitting behind me. Actually, quite a few of the AIs are pitting. That's interesting. I wonder. Yeah, tire wear is off actually. I thought I enabled it though, didn't I? Hitting the limiter here for the first time. And this is it here.
Left
Going
side.
high.
Still there. All clear on the left.
Are they gonna pit here in front of me? And we could try and throw in a pit as well, just for shits and giggles. Did we overshoot? Probably overshot the mid speed limit. This is interesting. I don't know why they're pitting. I don't think I've enabled mandatory pits, did I? That could be another potential explanation. Ooh, we're gonna have a long pit stop. I didn't think about disabling some stuff here. Oh, what the hell? Let me exit the pit lane before the pit stop was officially finished. Interesting stuff happening here. Maybe I need to write some bug reports after the stream is over. The pit counter was telling me it was a 60-second pit stop, but then it wasn't. Anywho, I think we're pretty much ready to go over to ranked multiplayer. Let's have a quick look at the camera. It's looking pretty legit, guys. Hello, Kidex. Hey, thanks Adam. Say hi to Gamer Muscle. Is he still live streaming? He's been live all day today. Thanks Gamer Muscle for sending me your viewers. Make sure to subscribe to Gamer Muscle if you haven't yet. Hey Manolo. Is that you, Manuel? No. It's a different Manolo. Or is it? Yeah, to be honest, it wasn't a bad experience. Takes a little bit of creative tinkering with some settings to get the AI to be competitive. Obviously, if you change your setup to like a proper setup, the AI is not clever enough to do that at the moment. Maybe that is something we can actually change in the future. I think that will be actually quite easy for Alex, our physics guy, to change the setups that the cars are using on the oval. Hello to all Gamer Muscle viewers. Welcome to the chat here. Welcome to the stream. Exclusive preview of the Daytona track in Race Room. Wow, that was a nice maneuver there. But we are about to head over to the live game and we're gonna go into multiplayer. Do some ranked racing. Thanks everybody for subscribing, watching, liking the stream. I appreciate that. I know I haven't been live in a long time. It's been like a month or so, I believe. But I definitely wanted to show you this today. Alright, boys. Let's call it a day here in the beta build. Exit that. And switch over to the normal game, and then we're gonna do some multiplayer racing. So feel free to boot up your game and join me in some multiplayer racing. Thanks again everybody for subscribing. Hey Gamer Muscle! Do you like my graphics? Appreciate that. I was working on these today a little bit. Got a new transition as well. Very fancy. So, the game has finished downloading, so we're gonna launch the game now. Thanks, Gamer Muscle. Gotta be good in something, right? Alrighty then. In the game here. Let's see what we have in multiplayer tonight. Gonna switch or enable the ranked multiplayer filter here. Gonna type in EU here because we only want to be on the European servers. What do we have here? GT3 is currently in race session. We have NSU, Tatus, and WTCR. I think I want to wait until the GT3 changes over to the next circuit. It's on Portimao right now. Next will be Suzuka. That sounds good to me. What do you say, guys? It's gonna be 8 minutes until then. Gamer Muscle, he's into what house music and stuff like that. But yeah, we're all very limited in what we can show here on stream. This is the non-copyright sounds playlist on Spotify for Gaming music it's called. Let's see, I can show you here. This is the playlist. Non-copyright sounds, gaming music, 3 hours of various electronic music. I would love to play some other music, but it's actually not too bad. It's quite upbeat, doesn't really match my personality that much, but it's still quite nice. Okay, waiting a few more minutes, 7 more minutes until the server is ready. Jungle music for you. I've never been a really big fan of electronic music, but I do like some dubstep, some trap, like some stuff like that. Anything that isn't like a straight beat is okay with me. Straight beat is a big no-go. I do like some big beat as well, like Fatboy Slim and stuff like that. I used to be into that back in the early 2000s. That's right, e-bikes is where it's at, not e-music. E-sport and e-bikes and e-cigarette. Chemical Brothers I liked as well. They have some really nice songs. And then there is this guy called Bass Nectar. He is really good as well. He has some really good songs. I used one of his songs as an intro in the past, but that of course meant no monetization. Not that I make any money of YouTube anyway, but you know, if you can avoid it, why not do it? What is it, like 1,000 views on a video? That's basically €1. So I usually get like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 views on my videos for like 3-4 hour streams. So that's what, €2-3 per stream. But not doing it for the money anyway. If I was doing it for the money, I would stream more often than once per month. I want to stream more often again, but I only want to stream when I really want to and not because I have to. So I'm really hesitating of giving myself a schedule when it comes to live streams. 4 minutes left until the server switches session, then we will join the GT3 server. Honestly, I wouldn't mind some WTCR racing as well, but don't want to join a empty server. What about some of the other tracks outside of EU? It's pretty much all on the EU right now. Hey, the Aussies got a new server image. That's cool. I think the US should get one as well. What would you put on that one though? Aussies have a kangaroo and a kiwi. That's funny. What would you put on the US image then? A burger and a gun? But let's stick to the EU servers. Streaming is easier than working retail, yeah. If it was my main job, I wouldn't mind being a streamer. You know, it can be really tough on your soul, I believe. The pressure of having to stream every day, even if you don't feel like playing a game or you don't feel like doing the stuff you do. But I'm sure people like Jimmy and Gamer Muscle, they do enjoy what they do. I hope. Otherwise they would probably not do it. But for me, it's, you know, having a job in the industry and having to worry about race room and sim racing and creating content and graphics and videos as my job, then sometimes you just need to do something else when you stop working. Otherwise, you go insane. You lose your mind. To be honest, I don't think I'm a great streamer per se. I think why people or some people are watching me is obviously I'm a dev, so I have some inside information, which is probably why a lot of people come here, so they can keep asking me questions that I tell them that I don't have any answers for. And then I would hope that some people watch me for the racing skills. Obviously there's much faster drivers than me, but I like to think that I can provide some pretty good racing in my stream. Usually that's the case. Now I'm probably jinxing it and we'll probably bomb here in the next GT3 race we will join. But yeah. In terms of providing entertainment, there's definitely guys out there that are better in that regard. Gamer Muscle being one of them, obviously. Jimmy another one. They are really like super funny, if you wanna call it that. They know how to entertain people, especially Gamer Muscle. He talks like a waterfall. There's no stopping him. I mean, I like to talk with you guys here in chat when there's no racing going on, but when I'm racing, I just can't focus on the chat and keep talking the same way. For that, I'm too competitive, and I want to be, you know, I want to be racing the best I can, and you can't read the chat and keep talking while racing and be as competitive as you would be if you wouldn't do that. Some people can do it, like Jardir is actually a really good example. He can do both really well. Gamer Muscle too. I'm sure he could be faster if he would not read the chat as much and not interact with the chat as much and ramble on as much as he does. I think Jimmy, when he is in like a super big race, like that is super competitive, like Le Mans and whatnot, I think he's not talking that much either. But obviously not every race is as serious as, you know, a Le Mans race or whatever, the big races. But for me, every race I'm in is super serious. Hey, Gamer Muscle, thank you very much. Road to Pro stream. And
it's shaking big time.
Cup of tea road to pro stream, smiley face, love nice new graphics.
Thank you very much, Gamer Muscle. I appreciate that. Like, I was really enjoying today's stream, for example, but it's always when I stream when I want to stream, and I don't stream when I have to stream. Then I think it shows also when you don't enjoy it as much and you're not feeling it and you have too much on your mind. But I'm trying to do more streams in the future again. But it's important that I only stream when I want to. The new RSR, Captain GT, is available in the competition. I can show you real quick. If you go here to competitions, click on the Porsche Community Legends. It's currently set to Spa-Francorchamps with the RSR. But it will be released very soon after this. Very soon, being probably maybe next week, maybe the week after, but either way, it shouldn't be long until it's out. Thanks, Gamer Muscle, for the nice words. Really appreciate that. And everybody. It's great to see, you know. I've been, offline for a month almost. I even passed on the last race from Violanda race. I just couldn't bring myself to race in that one. But even after a long downtime, it's still great to have like 100, 150 viewers here. Really appreciate that, guys. You prefer the Aquila? I can't stand that car, to be honest. Don't know why. It's probably actually really fun to race. But the problem is also that free content servers, it's always a little bit tricky to get a clean race in. Thank you, Moving Target 1. Thank you very much. Yeah, Super GT, I haven't watched a lot of his stuff, to be honest with you. I've peeked into a few of his streams. He seems very chill as well, yeah. And he is a very good driver as well. If he would do more race room, I would definitely watch more of his streams. I'm biased, guys. I'm telling it as it is. I'm definitely race room biased. Not to say that I don't enjoy other races, other sims as well. Especially Assetto Corsa 1. Particularly single player. They have a lot of stuff that we don't have in race room, obviously. Like Sebring. Not counting Daytona anymore. Daytona will be in race room from now on. What else is there? They have Road Atlanta. That is a big track that I wish we would have in race room as well. And they have Ferraris and Lamborghinis and all that stuff. So obviously that is a big plus. And that's where I go to Assetto Corsa 1, for example. I love doing single player multi-class endurance racing, especially with the Soul mod. It's so beautiful. But multiplayer racing, not a big fan of in Assetto Corsa and the Assetto Corsa Competizione. The collisions are just so frustrating. You can't really race properly. I don't know if you guys seen the DTM eSport race today, but it was bloody brilliant. The real DTM drivers really going hard and rubbing and racing door to door. There's just not many sims you can do that other than race room. Probably Automobilista. I don't know about Automobilista too. I think Project Cars netcode is pretty much the same as in the race room. R-Factor 2 I'm not too sure about either. But iRacing and ACC, if you just slightly touch, either the cars explode or you both spin, and it's not very fun. Also, I'm not very fast in ACC. I need to get more time into that sim to really be competitive. So, Suzuka is up. We got 11 people already on the server. What is a good car on Suzuka? I think the M1, the M6. Do I have a setup for the M6? I think I do. Let's try the M6. British Championship was insane as well today, yeah. I've watched a few. I watched a little bit of that as well. Wait to see Dan Camish, BTCC Vice Champion, is that a word? He came second. I can show you my settings, yeah. Obviously they're very specific to this wheel, Thrustmaster TS-PC Racer. And a little bit specific to driver preference as well. Let's see. I've shown them previously actually on this stream, but here it is again. 100% intensity, 0 smoothing, 0 spring, a little bit of damper. That is personal preference. You can also choose to go 0 on the damper. 15% is, but it's not much. You barely feel it. Then steering force intensity, this is where I went down a little bit to 66%, but I always compensate this with the FFB multiplier of the car. Some cars have very strong force feedback even at the lowest FFB multiplier. This is why I went down on the steering force, so I can compensate that back up with the multiplier. Then 2% minimum force, 25% understeer, 60 vertical, 40 lateral, steering rack at 30%. You should not go higher than 30% on the steering rack, otherwise especially the front wheel driven cars will feel a little bit weird. And then I get very low slip effect at 10%, 0 engine vibrations, 10% curbs, 10% shift, and that is it. But again, it is important to compensate the force feedback strength with the FFB multiplier up here on the top right in your car setup. This is a setting that you can adjust per car, and it will save per car. So if your force feedback is too strong, don't necessarily go into your force feedback settings. You can first try and lower the multiplier, and vice versa. If it's too low, you can increase it here. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what the steering rack option does. I mean, on paper it says it takes the forces that are coming through the steering rack rather than the tires, I believe. But it's a bit of a mysterium to me, to be honest with you. I only know don't go higher than 30% on the steering rack. Anything lower than 30 is probably okay unless you're driving front wheel driven cars. Or front wheel driven cars, you shouldn't have it over 30. That's how it was. You can get away with more than 30 with rear wheel driven cars, but I think 30% is a pretty good compromise, and I'm never touching it, to be honest. Talking about the steering rack, Attila. Welcome back to the stream. So we are on the GT3 server. Let's see if I can load the setup by Attila. Which one was it? That's the one. All the other ones were old setups. Let's see who we have on the server. Julian Trenkel, he's a quick guy. Sebastian Schönfeld, he is a new member on the channel, so welcome to him. And yeah, Kanida Kofla, he lives in the same place I used to live, in Italy. Let's get out on the track. Well, let's get rid of some fuel first. There we go. Is everybody driving M6? Looks like everybody is driving M6. Oh no, we have a Porsche and a Corvette as well on the server. Wow, this new ref limiter sound is so aggressive. I'm trying to convince Anthony to dial this sound a little bit back because it is super intrusive. And then set traction control to step 4. Too much traction control will slow you down too much. Hey, we got a lot of people joining now, that is great to see. Hello to Brazil, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, this is your setup for the ranked event. Never got to use it, unfortunately. That stream never happened because the servers went down. We were actually investigating if we were potentially hit by a DDoS attack because it was very suspicious. Every time we have an event, the game slowed down a lot. So it's a bit fishy. But in the meantime, we found a different solution for our events. And since then, all the events have been taking place without problems, so that's great to see. We had many events this weekend actually. On Saturday there was the German Race Room Championship finale, where Tim Jaschel won €1,000 for winning that one. Congrats to him. And then today we had the DTM Esports and the British Race Room Championship. Shoutouts to Robert Wiesenmüller, who is working weekends and long hours to produce these live streams, and our commentators as well. But let's now see if I can get a quick lap in while still trying to be a little bit entertaining. The M6 is pretty good in fast flowing corners. It's not very good in slow corners. Really slow out of the slow corners. Yeah, I mean, it's just a speculation, but it is very suspicious the way the game went down during our events recently. I mean, we're investigating on all fronts and coming up with potential long-term and short-term solutions. DDoS attack. No! Invalidated my lap turn. Too much curb. Got 3 more minutes. Hey, you need to get the lap in. Otherwise we're gonna have to start from the back. That's not gonna be good for my rating. Berka on P1, he's quite quick. I remember his name. I'm a bit rusty, I have to say. I haven't been racing in forever. But let's see what we can do. I don't think we'll be able to win this race, especially if we mess up the quali like this. Berka driving Porsche actually. Wow, nice. Thank you, Gamer Muscle. Have fun. See you around. That's not a great corner. I wonder if I should use first gear, but I don't think so, to be honest. Okay, let's get this 130R right and the last chicane, and then hopefully we'll qualify somewhere in the top 5. It wasn't a perfect lap, for sure. Alright, managed. We got 140 left on the clock. That is not enough to get another lap in. Let's see what this is good for. P3, only 1/10 off of P1. That is actually not that bad. Let's see, can I get to the toilet before the race? Let's try. Just made it. Just in time. Calculate fuel for 22 minutes. Oh. What? What happened? That's qualifying. But we were still in practice before. Maybe I was confused by that. Somehow the time just reset. Yeah, we were in practice session. I thought it was qualifying already. Well then, time to get some more laps in then. I already was driving on Daytona, Jazz Gaming. You can probably just rewind the stream if you want to see that. Or watch it when the stream is over. I 100% thought we were in qualifying session already. Thank you, 80. Suzuka is great, Darius. It is first gear here, isn't it? Yeah. BMW is so slow out of the slow corners. More people joining the server, that's fantastic. We're gonna have a nice race here. Let's see if we can get a lap in without traffic. Hey Freddy, I'm good, how are you? Long time no see here on the channel, I know. But thanks everybody who's tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the preview of Daytona and the Porsche. Now let's have some multiplayer racing. Get a little bit of slipstream from that Corvette. Hope I can pass him without problems. Yes, thank you. BMW is very nice in these fast corners. Corvette is not holding me up too much. Oh my god, dude. Slowed down so much. Couldn't do much there, to be honest. Surprisingly slow through there. Got no damage though, so let's try another lap. Let's let these guys pass. Again, 3 minutes left only on the clock. We need to get a lap in this lap. I need a go flow on pole right now. Good section so far. Is he moving over or not? Nope. Lost a little bit of time there. Not too much though. Okay, that's better. Got, what, 2 more corners left? I'm quite happy with this lap. Got held up a little bit, but hopefully it should be good enough for top 5. P2, again 1/10 off the pole. But I think we have pretty good chances in the race here as it stands. Glad you enjoy and glad you like it, Jonas. I also think it looks pretty damn good. Give me that setup. You can actually download this setup in on my Discord, link in the description. It's made by Attila Dina. Check the setups channel. It should be even pinned in that channel. It's a decent setup for sure. When is Daytona RSR coming? I don't have an exact date for you, but it should not be very long. It should only be a couple of days, a matter of days. 2 weeks tops, I would say. But as always, plans can change, complications can arise, but hopefully not. So it shouldn't be very long. Calculated fuel for 22 minutes.
We don't have enough data for that.
We're just going with 40 as always, right? 40? Yeah, that should be fine. BMW has very nice brakes. Yeah, not as good as the Porsche though. But it has very good aero. I think we're ready for the race. Alright. Oh, P3. Somebody snitched P2 of us. Must be Meinhardt. Let's see what we can do in the race. AMG with a great start. Got somebody on our right. Nice. Side by side through turn 1. This corner is mine, yes. Now let's let the race come to us. I think we're in a pretty good position here. Terrible start in the BMW here. I don't know if it's my traction control setting or if it's the car. I think it's the car. It's something like Helicorsa, yeah. It's part of the web HUD that you can download on the HUD, link in description. Keep me posted.
Okay, we'll keep you posted. Okay, George, keep piling on the pressure. He'll make a mistake.
Oh, going wide. Hard to overtake in Suzuka. Let's see what we can do. It's gonna be a tough one, but it's a long race, quite long, 16 minutes left. Any of
Time
these
here, man. We need to pass him.
guys ahead of me make a mistake, I'll be there. The AMG is going wide.
Track limits.
That might have been a slowdown penalty for him. Maybe not. I definitely got a warning for going wide, so he got a very heavy warning.
The gap behind is now 1.3 seconds. Alright
Close
George, you're
racing.
reeling, need a coupler. The gap is now 0.40.
He was in the gravel.
15 minutes left.
Got
This is
dirty
terrific.
tires.
Exactly what we came here for.
Nice. Nice for me, not nice for him. Now I just have to deal with Niederkofler and staying ahead of the AMG, obviously.
the track, force him to find the gap. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines.
That was a good last chicane here. We have a good chance here. He's trying to defend, but we should have the speed on the outside, hopefully.
This is good. Keep banging out them lap times. V2.
Very nice. It's not over yet. Now it's over. That was sweet. But it's not over until it's over. We still have 13 minutes to go. I can shake Niederkofler behind me. Shake him off. Not very easy. He's in my slipstream now. 0.3 behind me. It's very close. Flag. Don't know what happened there.
Okay, George, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. You're leading.
Nice. This car feels so great to drive, honestly. I love my Porsche, but this M6 is, especially on tracks like these with a lot of fast-flowing corners, almost unbeatable. More minutes to go. I need to hold it together because he's not far behind. It's just closing the gap every time it's slipstream again.
Okay, George, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. That's half distance. Fuel's going to be tight. We're not sure you'll make it to the end.
Come on, don't tell me that. I think we should be fine.
Keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on. We're matching race pace.
Understeer. I hope my tires are still okay. can't afford the slightest mistake. Whole train of cars behind me.
Okay, George, don't let this guy distract you.
I'll try not to let him distract me. Come on, get out of my slipstream. Almost braked a little bit too late there.
You've got half your fuel left.
Half fuel left, so we're definitely fine with fuel.
Keep it coming, man. This is great. That's the fastest lap of the race. Your lap time was at 2:02.15.
Love Suzuka, such a great track. Such a nice flow. But you need a car that does cornering well. Oh my god, this is so close. Small mistake by Niederkofler, but very small. Where's Daytona? You can rewind. I have shown it at the beginning of my stream, or almost at the beginning. We started off with the Porsche Community Legends competition today. Some hot lapping at Spa. Oh my god. And we've done Daytona. And now we are here in the wreck multiplayer. Trying to hold P1.
Okay, George, 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Can I hold it still? 5 more minutes? It's getting closer and closer.
Let's see how wide you can make this thing. You've just done a 2:02.40. Burka has retired.
Burka's retired. He's pretty highly rated in the rankings.
That's 5 minutes remaining. P1, come on, bring it home.
Come on.
You're in the lead.
Come on, 4 more minutes. 2 more laps. It's looking alright. Just can't make a mistake now. yellow flags always in this turn. Interesting.
That lap time was 2:02.39.
Going a bit deep again. He's going a bit wide on the exit. One and a half more laps, come on. And there they all go wide. What happened there? It's like 3 cars went off in the gravel in the back. Wow. It almost looked like there was oil on the track. Amazing. Thanks for the sub. Well, that's a relief. Now we can cruise home, bring it home. Should be pretty good for my rating, hopefully. I think I'm out of the top 5 in the ranking.
Just 2
Or
minutes left. 2
5
minutes
or
to go.
something. We can check after this race. One more lap to go. Some traffic ahead. Back marker.
One more lap. Your P1.
Jury,
was
that is
2:03.31.
not very likely, if I'm honest with you, that we're gonna add an older version. I mean, never say never, but I mean, we had the opportunity to do the new car, new 911 RSR, that is not available in any other sim yet. Even though it doesn't have as many liveries as the old one, I think it's been the right choice to do the new car, obviously. I don't know if the license covers the old RSR as well. I kind of doubt it, and even if it does, then I don't know if it is very likely that we're gonna do that car, but never say never. But wouldn't you rather work us on
Okay,
other
George.
cars?
5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5
New cars?
minutes. Looks like a bit of a wet on your left front.
I know the sound of the old car was outstanding, but even the new car, it still sounds good. Not quite the same as the old one, but it still sounds pretty damn good. Especially also on board from the cockpit. Not that big of a difference. Externally, from track view, from TV view, it's quite a big difference. But on board, which is the most important anyway, it's not a huge difference. Oh yeah, last corner. Well, started from P3 and finished in P1. Very happy with that. That was fun.
You won. Fantastic drive.
Thank you, crew chief. Thank you, Eddie. Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it? There was like 2 cars behind me that went wide at least into the gravel. And now the gravel actually is much more severe. It's much deeper gravel now. So if you run into the gravel, it's much harder to get out of it. Thanks, Darius. You too, you were in this race as well, weren't you? I haven't seen you though. That was fun though. What do you say, guys? Shall we do one more? Cursed in turn 1, that's bad luck. Let's see what track is next. But yeah. Love Suzuka, and the M6 feels great here. Your engine was at 10%. No rearing. That's not good. Hey, 2BH, that's great. If you like it, I would agree. It's looking pretty good, doesn't it? And so does the Porsche. You finished. Did you repair your car? Thanks, Yuri. Hate the OBS part. Well, I mean, it's got really good brakes. It's a bit more challenging on the brakes than, let's say, a GT3 car. But I think you'll get the hang of it. Takes a few laps and a good brake fit. But it's not difficult, right? Not that difficult. You drove the Corvette, Sebastian? The M6 is hard to beat on a track like Suzuka. But the Corvette is up there as well. The AMG too. I think the Porsche is a bit handicapped here on a track like that. There's the Fricadelli Porsche parking with the missing rear bumper. Flat out in every corner with 10% engine. Yeah, it was an amazing race. Glad you enjoyed it as well, Sebastian. Good left index finger. Well, that's even more tricky then. But I'm sure you'll get the hang of that as well. I mean, you can always enable artificial ABS, if in single player, for example, or if the server allows it in multiplayer. You just have to live with the weight penalty that you get for that. Started P10 and finished 7. That's not too bad. That's not so bad. How's your rating? Have you done some more races before in ranked multiplayer? Actually, let's check my rating as well. Let's see. P6, but I think this was before this race. Probably takes a few more minutes until it updates. We'll check back later. 2012, still in the 2K club here. I'm the lowest of the 2K club though. Look at Jose Luis, 2144.9. That is insane. He's very consistent apparently. It only takes a few DNFs to lose 40 points again if you're that high up. Saw you in the gravel in the last lap. In the first lap, yeah. Hey Luca, yeah, nice fight indeed. But you can see I've only done 79 races, so there's lots of room to go up there in the top 5 again, top 3 maybe. I need to do more ranked races again. And consistently finish in the podium positions. then we should have a good go at the guys at the top. Let's jump back in game and see what else, what's coming up. Nice avatar there, Luca. Lego R8 mechanic. That's for RRL Funliga guys here. Cool. Imola is next. Oh, not a big fan of Imola. Should we switch to the Porsche for Imola? Or let's just stick to the BMW. Although it's probably not gonna be that good on Imola because that's more of a stop and go track with a lot of slow corners. I'm tempted to switch to the Porsche. What do you guys say? Stick to the BMW or go with the Porsche? Those gold rims though. Gold or more like bronze? But I think they're supposed to be gold. Try the Corvette. I don't have much experience with the Corvette. I would first need to get used to the car really, and then I don't have a setup for it either. I think we're gonna just stay in the BMW. Let's try it at least. No risk, no fun. No race win, no fun. That's what I say to that. Yeah, Porsche would probably be the better choice. Let's see, we have 12 minutes of practice. Let's do a few laps here in the BMW, see how we get along.
Got cold brakes all round.
Only the Bentley was left-hand side drive. Left side drive. I hate sitting in the right in the car. It's a whole new thing that you have to get used to again. But let's see if we can get the new Bentley in race room. That would be nice. What do you say? Hello, Sergey. Overtakes the Corvette without slipstream.
V12. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go.
It's not feeling bad, this car here, I have to say, but is it fast? Not on a perfect lap right now, but we'll see. Ah, did I really go too wide?
Mind these track limits, please, George.
Glad you like it. I was Zuldiff. Sorry if I mispronounced that name. Let's give it one more lap without track warnings. Hopefully.
P7.
Such a thin line here between too much curb and too little curbs here in the chicanes. See, that was probably a little bit too much.
The leader has just done a 143.8.
Two Porsches in the lead. Let's see where I can slot in here. That was not a great chicane. We lost half a second there. Or a couple of tenths at least. I think I'm gonna switch to the Porsche.
P6, that was a 144.4.
Can definitely do better, but Porsche will probably be still better. Close the track limits.
Your brake temperatures look good. The leader's just done a 143.4.
Second, that is tough. No
Okay,
chance.
George, you've got half your fuel left. Fastest lap for Gemeinhardt, 143.1.
Okay, we gained quite a bit here. We lost a lot on the previous lap, but still not enough. I think we're gonna have to switch to the Porsche here, guys. Not that far behind, but enough.
P2, that's your fastest lap today. You're now 0.3 off the pace. Your lap time was 143.4.
I'm tempted to stick with the BMW.
We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
I don't know.
That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes.
screw it, let's stay with the BMW. Unless somebody takes another half second off this time. Because I don't have that in me. 2 tenths, 3 tenths could still be possible. Not on this lap though. Too much curb on the entry. I so hate this chicane. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Can we stay in third gear? Maybe. Let's try one more lap.
That puts you 1.8 seconds off the leader's pace. Alright George, we're running on fumes mate. Hit this lap, in this lap. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Oops. A little bit loose there. Nah. Oh yeah, for sure. GTO is another great Class 4 Daytona oval. The Ford especially, of course.
New fastest lap for Gemeinhardt, 143.1.
0.3, it's not too far ahead. If I just get that chicane right once on a good lap. This is second gear, third gear on the exit. That's it.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Truck racing. That should be quite interesting.
You're currently 0.8 off the pace. That lap time was 143.8.
Do you know that the trucks have a manual brake cooling with water? You have a button for that in real life. There was a truck racing sim coming out not too long ago. Made by Kiloton. But that was a thing. You had to cool your brakes.
Okay, George, you've had some
By
suspension
spraying
damage
water.
there. Stay out.
It's quite interesting. You don't want to risk your rating, come on, Julian. Don't be chicken out. My concentration is down too, and I'm driving a slow car as well. Stop when you're at the highest, yeah. By the way, thanks everybody who subscribed today.
That's the end of the session, P2.
Sebastian Schoenfeld, also thank you for the membership. And Duke Ant. My name is Ice Stark, Adam Wilding, Wrathchild, JK, Mintruso, and Scorpion. Appreciate the support, guys. That is very true, Olaf. I definitely see that coming too, and to be honest, it would require so much work. The problem is that we always have higher priority tasks on our hands with a tight deadline. We're already working on the next new track after Daytona. Actually, I didn't think of Montegi. Montegi is the oval too. I don't know if we have modeled the oval though. Indianapolis should be quite easy. Last string should be quite easy to have an oval layout. Not sure about Motegi. Is that oval actually part of the road track that we drive? I don't think it is it? I think Le Mans, that is an expensive track to get the license for. Also, personally, I'm not a big fan of the Le Mans track. Quite boring, to be honest. The Porsche curves are quite nice, but that's pretty much it. And obviously, I mean, I'm a fan of the Le Mans event, the 24-hour race. But you know, 24 hours racing in Racing isn't the strongest part of the sim, as we don't have a full day-night cycle. We don't have driver changes. So all those reasons combined, I don't see it happening anytime soon. Maybe in a year or two, could be different, but right now I don't think it's a track we should shoot for, unless we get it for a reasonable price in terms of license cost. I'm sure people would still love it, even despite the facts that I just mentioned. But I would, over Le Mans, I would prefer Sebring, I would prefer Road Atlanta, I would prefer Interlagos, and a bunch of other tracks. Barcelona. There's lots of cool tracks that we still miss. That would probably fit into racing better, if you ask me. But yeah, we're working on a new track already, which is a track that we have to make to fulfill a license deal. That will make a lot of sense when you know which one it is. And then we already have licensed another track that is super cool that we didn't get to start working on yet, but hopefully sometime soon.
Car approaching, watch your mirrors. Okay, George, we've got 5 minutes to do the business.
And then who knows what the future brings.
Your brakes are cold, be careful. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
Sebring and RSR would also be good. Road Atlanta and RSR would also be good. Interlagos and RSR also. You guys raced on a Zhejiang yet? Or on Ningbo? There's probably a Zhejiang competition up where all the guys who enter get exclusive Audi R8 liveries. And if you win the competition, you also get your name into the game. Leave a little gap here. Is the BMW joining? No. We're gonna go ahead here. Yes, Catalonia also quite a nice track. Difficult to overtake. And I don't like the new chicane they added for the MotoGP riders.
P23.
I like the old chicane, or the old last turn, much better. Which would probably be a layout we would add, I would think. If we were to do Catalonia. It's an interesting new livery on the Porsche ahead of me.
That's a new fastest lap for Nina Kofler, 143.6.
Hope the Porsche is not holding us up on this lap.
New fastest lap for Gemeinhardt, 143.5.
Thank you for making space. God, this god-awful chicane.
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Thank you, Petronas. Yeah. I think this was the livery we made for the Tuning World Bodensee event.
P4, that puts
But
you
unfortunately
0.6
never happened.
off the pace. You've just done a 144.1.
Let's see, we can improve a little bit, but how much? Let's see. Porsche
New fastest lap
123.
for Nina Kofler, 143.1. Fastest lap for Gemeinhardt, 142.5.
1.6, Jesus Christ. There's no way I can get near that.
Your brake temperature's okay.
Good to see a Mercedes though in the top position. Oh, braked a little bit too late here. Almost throttled a little bit too early. I think we can improve like half a second minimum. P3 could still be possible.
Checker flags out,
Oh.
6th place.
The qualifying wasn't over yet. This is gonna be a tough race in the BMW. Should have went for the Porsche. But I think it should be quite interesting race. You're rusty too, Darius. I'm definitely rusty. War Thunder. Do you have a joystick for that? Thanks, Philippe. Make some LS track like Notchstrecke. What do you mean by LS track?
20 minutes.
Langstrecke.
Okay,
Nice.
George, nice and neat. Stay out of trouble. Green, green, green.
Terrible starting in the BMW. P6. Let's see what we can do from here. Oh, got a little bit out of shape there. It's lucky I didn't spin. I think P1 and 2 are definitely gone. P3 could be the maximum to achieve here, I believe. If we're lucky.
The gap ahead is now 0.6.
We definitely have a shot here against Darius and Berka. Hopefully at least. But P1 and 2 are too fast.
P5.
I should have gone with the Porsche. It's also so tough to overtake here. Not sure what we can do here.
Stay close, see if we can unsettle him.
Ooh, Darius with a dive. Made it work though. Or does he? No, not yet. Got them speed bumps.
Alright George, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
If they don't make a mistake, where am I supposed to overtake here?
That lap was a 1:44.20.
Well, at least for you viewers, it should be an more interesting race than the race before. Although that one was also quite fun.
Keep searching, you'll find a gap.
I do have a lot of corner speed though. But I can't drive through Darius. Yeah, P1 and 2 have built the gap.
Okay George, keep it nice and smooth, come on, let the race come to us. 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
moving.
Fastest lap for Get Mine Heart, 142.
Verka is holding us up a little bit.
Good lap, that's your best in the session.
But we're quite equal though in pace. Now using another move.
Keep the pressure on, don't give him any respite, P5.
Great racing though. It's so tough to overtake here.
Come on, don't make it easy for him, make him go the long way around.
Wow. Almost braked a little bit too late there. Let's go. Might have a shot here coming out of the slipstream. BMW is fast on the straights.
Your last lap time was at 144.23.
Not quite. He's trying to get the inside move, but he kept defending. An Audi in my mirrors. Let's not forget about that one. More minutes. Where can we pass?
Alright George, stay close, wait for him to make a mistake.
Wow. Interesting how late I'm able to brake here and I missed the shift and now the Audi is coming. God damn it.
P6.
These fucking double shifts.
The car in front of us is now Schultz.
Glad I managed to get the position back right away. Almost in the gravel. Close that gap again. Please don't overdrive the car down.
Okay George, don't let this guy distract you. 10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes. Halfway home, fuel looks good.
That double shift, man, cost me quite a bit. least I'm the best BMW.
Gap to Schultz behind is now 1.0. Keep it up, we're looking good here. P5, that lap was at 143.84. The gap in front is now 1.2.
Oh my god. Those dirty tires have no grip. What's the maximum incident limit? Is it 40 still? That should be manageable. Come on, Darius, you need to do something. Stop fighting. So I can close the gap here again.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
Well, that's a lot. What do we have?
Keep digging.
10,
That
11,
lap was
12.
at 143.58. That's your best lap in the session.
Just did my best lap in the session. Nice.
The gap to Schultz behind is increasing. It's now 1.7 seconds.
Well, at some point the races were a bit longer, like 30 minutes. Maybe Jeff forgot to go back to
10 minutes
40.
of fuel remaining. The gap in front is now 1.0 seconds.
That's it, that's it. But if Darius passes, I think he will pull away. Yes, this is exactly what I need.
Okay, George, the next car is Burka.
Great slipstream 2. Oh my god. There was no room for me. God. Couldn't get Burka. Shit. I didn't want to risk it though. Minutes ago. I think Darius will pull away now. That's not good. Let's see if we can maybe get Burka though. Oopsie. 12 points.
Just cut the track.
It's fine, it's fine.
Five minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
No! Mother. Oh god. Burka made a mistake as well. Oh wow. I would just need Darius to make a mistake. hit too much curb on the entry. Four minutes ago. It's not gonna be enough to catch Darius unless he makes a mistake.
Nice one, George. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. P4.
Pushing hard, pushing hard.
Don't be intimidated. Keep him behind you.
Oh god. To make sure I stay ahead of Berkham. Two more laps to go. Nothing I can do, I think. Can't go a second per lap faster. Can I?
Your lap times are improving. This is exactly what we need. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
You know, you can test drive all the cars in Race Room. If you're interested in a certain car, just go to the store.
Okay,
and
George,
click
we estimate you've got
on
5
the
minutes
test
of
drive
fuel
button.
remaining.
You can test drive it as long as you want on the free tracks. One more lap to go. Somebody is pitting. Who's that? It's a back marker, isn't it? Yeah. Unfortunately.
One more lap to go.
The guy behind me also has disappeared. Spun out and never recovered. Incidents. This is the last lap, so now we need a miracle. But I don't think Darius will do us any favors here. That chicane is an abomination. Well, I did want to race in a BMW. Could have probably finished a little bit better in the Porsche, but there you go. P4 is not too bad. Probably not
And
gain
there's the
or
finish.
lose
Good
much
result,
points.
mate. Well done.
That was the first half of the race was really cool. Until Darius passed Berka. And I couldn't, so then he was gone. I think that was the last race for today, guys. I hope you had fun today. I definitely had fun. I hope you like the Porsche. I hope you like Daytona. Yeah, good race, Darius. Well done. I was trying to follow you past Berka, but couldn't quite make it past, and then I made a small mistake and didn't have enough time to close the gap. But it was fun. Next time I'll drive the Porsche in Imola though. Good race, Thomas. Is that you? You were in the Audi, right? I think you at some point you disappeared in my mirror. But you managed to pass me once. After I had a misshift. I'm getting these double up shifts sometimes now. Maybe I need to open my wheel and clean it or something. But yeah, it was fun. Anytime, Sebastian. Make sure to join my Discord, link in description, and then we can chat and meet up on a server. When is the Porsche coming out? There's no specific date yet that I can tell you guys, but it should be very, very soon. Hopefully next week. If not next week, then the week after, probably. Unless something unforeseen happens, which can happen, but hope not. Well, wow, look at the AI trying to pit in. This is gonna be a nice traffic jam here. Wow. Maybe if that Porsche pushes the AMG, something could happen here. Probably not. What's the Audi gonna do? The green Audi? Is it gonna try to get in? Oh no, that was wrong line choice, wrong line choice. Here comes the black BMW. He should just go full speed. This is way too slow. You're not gonna do anything like this. No damage done. Baby cars. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks everybody who subscribed. Thanks Sebastian for becoming a member. I appreciate if you put a like on this stream and subscribe if you haven't yet. Join my Discord, link in description. And then I'll see you again next time. Take care, goodbye.